So the NBA ping pong ball event was last night, and judging by the amount of ping pong balls, the San Antonio Spurs get the first pick. And everyone knows who they're going to select. They're going to select Victor. I don't want to say his last name because I know I'm going to butcher his name. You guys know I butcher people's names on a constant, consistent basis, all right? So, first and foremost, I'm glad he's been selected from a Western Conference team. I'm even more excited that he's being selected by a well-run organization of the San Antonio Spurs. Gregg Popovich is I'm pretty sure he is giddying right now. He is, happy that he's going to be able to coach Victor, and it would not surprise me if oh man, I done had a memory lapse on the coach of the San Antonio Spurs. I just said his name, but anyway, Gregg Popovich. It would not surprise me if he coaches for another 5 or 6 more years. Okay, coaching this kid. Like I said, lucky he didn't get selected by Orlando or the Detroit Pistons. If he went to those organizations, I don't think he's going to meet his expectations. A lot of people feel like this is the next great one. Kobe, LeBron, Magic, Jordan. They feel like this guy is going to be special. The sky's the limit with this guy. This guy has a wet jumper, can shoot it anywhere in the gym, has great handles, all right, from what a lot of people are saying. This guy is a mixture. He's a laboratory experiment with mixtures of different other NBA superstars in him. The one concern I do have with Victor is his durability. And the NBA is a talent, skilled based league. If you got talent, if you got skill, you can have a long career in the NBA. But your durability cannot be a question mark. And I feel like his durability is going to be a question mark for the first at least 4 to 5 years. There are some things you can't fix, okay? You can fix an IQ of a player by practicing, the rigors of practicing. You can add other arsenals to a player that a player was sorely lacking in. Like, there's a lot of athletical players, but when it comes to their mid-range game, it's non-existent. But with practice and patience, you can build that up somewhat. I feel like the one thing that a gym or laboratory or a coach can't fix is a player's durability. Now, I feel like durability is going to be a huge question mark for Victor, because if you look at him, I mean, he's not the most stocky player, and his body has to handle the rigors of the NBA. An 82-game series, 82 games in a season. If you're lucky and if you make it to the postseason, that's even more games. And if you're lucky and make it to the NBA Finals, that can potentially be 7 games, all right? Can his body handle those rigors? And that's going to be the question of the day until it's addressed. If you look at his body, I have seen players like this. I've seen players come and go. Not the skill set of Victor, not the talent of Victor, but I have seen a lot of athletes with this similar body type. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, I don't think that's fair, Chris. I think you're overjudging him. If you look at his body type, he fits like a perfect basketball player. And I feel like with him, obviously he's going to play the 4 to 5 spot. Now the San Antonio Spurs, can they move him to small forward? Possibility. Okay. But obviously they're going to try to put him on the 4 and 5 spot. And I don't think that body's ready for that type of problems. I feel like his body's a little frail. I've seen athletes that were not with his talent or skill base, but his height and his body type. They had decent NBA careers, but they didn't meet their expectations. And I see a lot of Sean Bradley in this kid, just on his body type, not his skill, not his talent. Don't get it twisted or confused. I see a lot of Sean Bradley in this kid. For those who've been living on the rock, allow your boy to explain. Sean Bradley used to be a center for the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe he was 7'1", but if you look at his body type, he was a 2x4. It was like someone put a jersey on a 2x4. All right? And his body could not handle the rigors of the NBA. Now, you know, technology has improved since then. How you train these players has evolved since Sean Bradley. I'm pretty sure they're going to utilize all of those things at their disposal at the San Antonio Spurs organization, which is why if I was the San Antonio Spurs, I would not rush this kid on the court yet, okay? First and foremost, you got to get that body mass up just a little bit, or as much as you can. And the fundamentals are solid with this kid. His talent, his skill set is solid with this kid. And then you have to figure out, if you look at him play, he plays like a small forward. He plays like a guard, a 7'2" guard. So if you're going to put him in the 5 or the 4 spot, I feel like they're going to try to put him somewhere mid 3-4 spot. And even though basketball is a positionless sport, I get it, Jalen Rose, but if you don't have anyone as tall as him, you're going to have to utilize his height as far as rebounding, defending the rim, and putbacks and things of that nature, okay? I think this guy is going to be better than Jokic if they don't rush him and if they take their time with this kid. I think this kid is going to be great. Okay, is he going to be legendary? We'll have to wait and see. But I feel like this kid at least is going to be great. I feel like this kid is going to be a star, borderline superstar at best. And you also have to realize, since the San Antonio Spurs select him, look at the Western Conference. Look at the Western Conference and look at the teams. When this kid gets into his prime, the Golden State Warriors, all those players, when you talk about Clay, Steph, and Draymond. I don't know why. Okay, those guys are going to be long gone out of the league. And if they are playing in the league, they're going to be out of their prime and they can't just carry ball clubs. The Golden State Warriors are going to take a couple of steps back. If you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron will probably move on to another team and probably take a couple of steps back. And it's just only going to be AD there unless they already done traded AD. If you look at the Houston Rockets, they just now will be in their prime. They'll still be in their prime, contending. I don't know if they're going to be making any title runs. They have a young squad over there. And if you look at the Denver Nuggets, they'll be pretty much closer to out of their prime with Jokic and Murray on that squad. And the Sacramento Kings are going to be a contender, but are they going to be a serious contender? Are they going to be running away with the West? Am I missing anybody, any team of importance in the West? Because I just named the teams that are contending now. They're not going to be contending when this kid gets it all together. I would give this kid a solid 3 to 5 years, the max. I feel like 3 years it's going to click, and 3 years he's going to rain hell in the Western Conference, and he's going to be a serious problem. All right. If he can learn fast, learn quick. And in 5 years, he's just going to be simply unstoppable. He's going to be more unstoppable than Kareem's hook shot. I mean, that's how deadly this guy. The Oklahoma City Thunder, with all those babies, or with those picks that those young players that they done cultivated over there, I think they're going to be contending. I think these younger teams like the Rockets, the Sacramento Kings, they're borderline young, okay? And if you look at the Oklahoma City Thunder, these teams are young, and they're going to be contending. These are going to be the next teams up. When the Lakers take a step back, when the Clippers take a step back, when the Golden State Warriors take a step back, we're going to be mentioning these younger teams as the teams running the West. And if the San Antonio Spurs can, get lucky again and get a high draft pick next year, hopefully they get a point guard alongside Victor. They're going to be phenomenal. I mean, they'll be the next team up on the rise. And I think they would instantly be contending in 4 years. So, Dallas. I forgot about Dallas. Dallas, Kyrie Irving is not getting any younger. Luka is in his prime, but I think he's squandering his prime with the Dallas Mavericks. They need to hurry up and win a title real soon, because these the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Houston Rockets, they're coming up. And then behind those two ball clubs, if the San Antonio Spurs can draft correctly and get the right young guns to match perfectly with Victor, they're going to be the next team up. All right. So that's what I feel with this guy. I mean, I think this guy's going to be very, very special. He's going to be obviously a star, a borderline superstar. And I see the potential, but he's going to have to, his durability is going to be in question. Obviously, right now, he does not have the body set for today's NBA. But give it time, he will. All right, but that's all I got for today, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the flip side of things. Deuces.